We are under the light. Here's Robbie Grossman, and we are set for baseball here this evening. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one.
First pitch, 7-0 pitch.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And it's fouled away.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game. Chris Davis next to bat. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Boy, that double was an absolute missile.
Yeah, Matt, you can't fault the outfielder too much either.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 5 on the year. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Kingery is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Dan, here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He'll enter play at .313, 21 homers and 59 RBIs. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Next up for the A's, Sheldon Noisy. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 0-1 delivery.
1-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The 1-1.
2-1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
From the stretch. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing.
Hot shot to first base, and a great play to end the inning. But the A's put up a 3. Striding in, Nick Williams. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies,
Here's the pitch.
the center fielder, Nick
Fouled off.
Williams.
Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. And the pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Kemp is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
The 1-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Phillies down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, unfortunately, the rain that we're experiencing now is not expected to go away, and it's likely going to get worse. However, the umpiring crew has told me they believe the game will get in, although a delay sounds like a likely possibility.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. It's not looking pretty, and guys, we'll just have to hope the weather doesn't play too much of a factor in the outcome of this one.
I think it is, though, Matt. And you got to stay focused as a player. There could be a couple stops in this one. The tarp might get pulled. You just have to keep your focus, stay dry, and stay ready.
Now the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. A ball and a strike now. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9. Games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
A ball and a strike to the A's pitcher.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The first with it is Wheeler, and the runner back easily. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Ripped down the first base line, and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The center fielder, number 8, Robbie.
Into the box now, Robbie Grossman, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutchen is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. Here's Chris Davis now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. From the stretch.
At the ball.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Here it comes, 1-0. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now back, right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Fouled away.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Swing by Piscotty, and this is driven to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Stepping in now, Sean Murphy, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
Harper is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is McCutchen, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second. He's on his way to third. Throw won't get him.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Sheldon Noisy will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Popped up. Hoskins is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
2-0 now. Now the pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Segura carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
1 out, nobody on. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. Now here's the pitch. To third. Right to him. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Scott Kingery will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
1 ball.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Now a curveball misses inside.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success.
1-0. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And he fouls this one off. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Bases empty here with nobody out. The 1-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now to the plate is the Oakland pitcher, Jesus Luzardo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1.
Ouch, that one hit him. Striding in for Oakland, Robbie Grossman. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The next 0-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Phillies nothing. Here's Didi Gregorius. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side, reined in, and quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting in, the first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Here comes the first pitch. Left side of the infield into the shift. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Davy Grion will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
73, Davy Grion.
And that misses for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
No break.
This one's down to third. And oh, danger there, but he's able to get the swipe tag on the runner going by. A good save, and that'll end the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. The A's lead this one 8-0. Robert Stock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
1-0 the count. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Sean Murphy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Piscotty aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a throw over. Runner back standing. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcus Semien. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1.
That's a ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Eight runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Now batting, the third baseman, Sheldon Noisy.
So now to the plate, Sheldon Noisy, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Two and 0 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 2-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. From the stretch. Smoke toward the hole. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now batting, second baseman, Tony Kemp.
At the plate now, Tony Kemp, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. The 1-0.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Here's a ball lined up and over the head of Segura at short. It's on into left center for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 10-0 score.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
2-1 to the A's first baseman.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
2-1, here it is. And the runner's coming home. High in the air out towards shallow right. Harper coming on. He gets there, and that's the second out. At the plate.
The pitcher, P.T. Luzardo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He pulls this one into right. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. At the plate, Chris Davis. Kingery's there. And they swipe the tag on him, and the inning is over. So all in all, up next will be Nick Williams. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Hit on the ground out to short, taken in by Simeon. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
The batter, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. McCutchen will take one that misses. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Harper.
Now at the plate, Bryce Harper. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
And it's fouled away. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
In now, JT Realmuto, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
0-1 count and the pitch.
1-1.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
The 1-2.
Nope, that's inside.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one. They trail in this one 11-0. Vince Velasquez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Stephen Piscotty.
The right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Into the box now, Sean Murphy, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The 0-2 home. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. McCutchen going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season as the blowout continues. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
D-Roll, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Hey.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
High in the air out to center field. After it is Williams. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Still only 1 out in the inning. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First pitch on its way. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about him. From the stretch.
Ball, that's in.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. The 1-2. Grounded to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And some trouble now in right field. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
Wow, that error has got to really sting. Anytime a run scores because of an error, it eats at you, but especially when he comes around from first, he wasn't even in scoring position when the play started.
Adam Morgan gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Adam Morgan.
Into the box, Matt Olson. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Morgan has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one.
Standing in now, Jesus Luzardo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he misses 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Here it is on 3-1. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
At the plate now, Robbie Grossman, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's 2 for 3. Second and third here, 1 man out. Fastball well outside.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 3-2 to the A's center fielder. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Stepping in, Chris Davis. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball.
One 1-0 pitch on the way.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
A 1-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
Bases are loaded with only one out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's ball 3.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Now the 3-0 offering. 3-1 to him now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 3-1. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Good battle, count remains full.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
The 3-2 one more time. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Ready to take his hacks again, Sean Murphy, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper on the run. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Victor Arano gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Marcus Semien will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Man, this thing's blown open right here as they've exploded for 8 runs in this inning alone. Everyone knows that offense is contagious. That much is pretty obvious in this one.
To the plate now, Sheldon Noisy. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. but this will land untouched. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
At the plate, Tony Kemp. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Arano, a 25-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. From the belt, the pitch. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and this nightmare inning continues as they're going to tack on even more here.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
So now to the plate, Matt Olson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
And even 10 runs have scored this half inning. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Ball 2.
And there is strike 3. So after what seemed like an hour, the side is retired. But not before an even 10 men come around to score here as they break this game wide open. Last half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead it 21-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind. So the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Gene Segura standing in. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. swing and a miss for strike one.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Olsen is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Kingery.
Ready now, Scott Kingery. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. No runs, no hits, and one error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The windup and the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 2-2. Liner toward right center. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
This will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
As a look, now the pitch. Fouled off. Hoskins behind to count 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia, and they remain well behind. Coming to the plate now, Jesus Luzardo getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with.
Luzardo.
Here comes the first pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. This is hit softly to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Stepping in now, Robbie Grossman. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. Nobody out, runner on first. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Luzardo rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Standing in now, Chris Davis, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate now, Stephen Piscotty. No balls and 1 strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1.
Aye.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sean Murphy is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at-bat. Not much reason for it.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The bat, number 10.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
Into the box, Marcus Semien, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. And he's got a shot at history. Needs to send one over the wall to complete the cycle. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Looking to minimize the damage here, and this is sent on the ground out to Segura at short. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The A's lead this one 22-0. Adam Hazley is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Adam Hazley.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 281 the average entering play. Still without a home run and 7 driven in. Now the 1-0. Hazley is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Pitch on the way. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Nick Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals, and he misses with it. 1-1. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies, and as you can see, they are way behind. Hector Neris enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 50, Hector Neris.
In now, Sheldon Noisy. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Sheldon Noisy.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there at the knees, strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A pause and the 0-2.
Ball, that's out.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
The batter, number 5.
At the plate, Tony Kemp.
Tony Kemp.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Hey, that was a gorgeous backhand stop right there. You could definitely tell he had a little trouble getting rid of it. Had to take that extra step. But I like that. The eternal clock was right on play, and he was able to make a great throw to get the out.
Digging in, Matt Olson. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. He's set. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 home. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Now batting.
That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
In now, Jesus Luzardo, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one, looking for a 5th in this at-bat. And he misses again, 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Outside, 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
The 3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. A's strand a couple, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home. A ball and 2 strikes now. Pulled toward right center field. Grossman is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th, and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
To the plate now, Gene Segura. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Line to the right side, but foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Softly hit toward the hole. He's got it. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and they remain well behind. Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Chris Davis. From the stretch, fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, the right fielder,
Stephen Piscotty will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Here's the first pitch to him. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Sean Murphy. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Ready with the 0-1. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. This is on the ground over to first. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. But you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. And in steps Scott Kingery. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Boy, you nailed that, D-Road. Now you could go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
So coming to the plate, Didi Gregorius, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. One out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
So a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 17, Hoskins.
Coming to the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. We've played 8 full. The A's lead this one 22-0. At the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone up into the second deck. It's a solo shot for Marcus Semien, number 22 on the year, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Now batting, third baseman, Sheldon Noisy.
So now to the plate, Sheldon Noisy. This one also hit deep to left field. And it's gone as they add still another.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
No balls and a strike to count. And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but James King. Lee says he held up. Ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to the right side. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Matt Olson. And Olson with a drive out to deep right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. At the plate, Jesus Luzardo, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. It was a walk in his last trip. So this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The center fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Jose Alvarez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Josh Harrison will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9, number 7, Josh Harrison.
Now at the plate, Robbie Grossman. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. That's inside. 2-0. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Chris Davis waits on deck. Hit down the line at first. Hoskins has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
So digging in now, Chris Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder. The 2-0. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Here now the 2-2. back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He'll get it into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Up next for Oakland.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his third double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
At the plate now, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. Oakland is on top in this one, 26-0. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Josh Harrison. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Harrison, often known as J-Hay around the game. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grossman is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Williams.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Nick Williams. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. Grossman is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
The pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Philly down to their last strike. 2-2 now with 2 out here in the 9th.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a 1-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
26-0 the final tonight. The Athletics jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jesus Luzardo earns win number 7 on the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Zach Wheeler was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Tonight's paid attendance at Citizens Bank Park, 43,651. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.